Step into the sea looking all clean. It's your boy, the HNIC of the MIC. I'm the DC of all time, baby. Welcome to Oxygen TV. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without long talk, I just want to introduce one and only Dr. Okello in South Sudan. My guy.
How are you?
I'm so happy to meet you, man.
First of all, this man said H to the I to the C. What is that?
It's
what
the
is that?
HNIC,
HNIC, what is that?
the head nigga in charge.
Ha! Hey, let me also introduce myself. Yo, my name is Dr. HILARY OKELLO, Nanywanalongo in Eastern Central Africa, the man of all seasons, parental guidance is advised. And we're here live with my brother Atem, the baddest in East Africa, in South Sudan, Africa, Atlantic Ocean, Lake Victoria. You add, which river is it? River Nile. You man, how are you doing?
I'm okay, bro.
Hey, you better interview me. I'll start interviewing you. I'll start asking you, so
that's
how
what
did
I'm
you
seeing
start
now.
presenting?
That's what I'm seeing now. You're trying to take my job. I'm even scared.
Oh, man.
What's up?
I'm happy to be here, man.
You're good.
I'm happy to be here.
Man.
South Sudan, Juba. It's always great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Man. That's good. You know, we are always, you're always welcome here, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah, like you stated last time that you look like a South Sudanese.
This is home. This is home. Those of you who studied do you guys do SST as well? Social studies?
Yeah, of course.
SST, geography. You know that we migrated from Bar El Gazelle. Is it in the north? The north here?
Yeah, just this side.
That we should go and visit once in a while.
Yeah, you should visit home.
Should go. You know, you can go there and you see somebody who looks like you. You're like, but my father has been here before.
Yeah. So how do you find South Sudan?
This is home, bro. This is home. I like... This is the thing that always fascinates me about Juba, especially when you're landing at the airport, is the view of the River Nile.
Wow.
It's such a beautiful thing. You know, most people underestimate it, but there are places where you land at the airport and there's nothing to see. You just see buildings, children crying, what? But here, when you're landing, you see the longest river on earth, bro. That's amazing, man.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So far, what have you done ever since you came to South Sudan?
Boat cruise. I've eaten some really nice food. Nice food. I don't know if, but I've not yet eaten like the local food. I'm looking for that. I don't know if after this interview I can find.
You should in this interview.
Not in the interview. After, after now we shall be eating on TV.
Yeah.
But of course, I've met a lot of friends, met a lot of people. I have colleagues who I went to in school, and I have colleagues who I went with to school, and I've actually found them here, which is great because a lot of people, there are people who cross over and go and study in Uganda as well. So it's always great to come home, meet people, meet friends, and have a good time.
That's good.
I also went to party.
That's good.
In South Sudan. Guys, parties in South Sudan are next level. They played some they said, I said it's Dinka music or something. Yeah. People were jumping all over the place. If you're a DJ and they hire you to come and play in South Sudan, don't forget to play certain songs. It was really nice.
You see, Okello, it's a pleasure. I'm so gassed to meet you, man, because I've been seeing you on social media, doing your thing. And it makes me happy, because whenever you go on stage, you don't bore, man. You just know what you have been expecting is coming.
Yeah.
So when it comes to comedy, I don't know, like, is it something that you go on stage freestyle, or you have to write some, like people how artists write lyrics?
Yeah.
Of to go and sing the song.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you do it when you get on the stage?
With stand-up comedy, you have to have a set. You have to script what you're going to go and perform. Now, you don't really have to say it word for word, because then it ceases to appear natural. It starts to appear very plastic, So you work out your jokes. You say, I'll say this joke, this joke, this joke, and this joke. But you also keep space. You keep space for one element of magic, where things just happen at the show. You've seen those instances where a comedian is on stage and then probably somebody in the audience shouts something and then he starts talking to him and then people laugh during that.
Yeah.
Now those are things that are not planned, but they're necessary for a good show.
Yeah,
so you always plan for your show, but even when you're on stage, you leave chance for things like that.
So all these comedy things, like all your jokes, you get them out of your daily. Like
yes.
When you're conversing with people.
Yeah.
So you have to go and convert it into comedy.
Yeah.
There's something you said yesterday about you and Manyang.
Hey, you see, the thing I like about the kind of comedy that I try to do is it's observational and realistic. It's real life situations, you know. You want to do the kind of jokes where if you do the joke, Atem will look at it and say, bro, I've also ever been in such a situation, yeah. So you do jokes about going to weddings, you know, examinations, school. Not like that joke I did about Manyang, who I went with to school. We were all, you were also stupid in school. Weren't you stupid?
Everybody.
All of us, even the producer.
Then we just learn little.
Director, cameraman, three, you know what I'm talking about. So when you mention such things, people laugh, but the reason why they laugh is because they relate with what you're saying. Yeah. So you want to tell stories that people can put themselves in your shoes when you're telling them. Yeah.
That's good. But in real life, were you stupid? Were you very stupid?
You man, we struggled. You man, we struggled. At time, you know these things. You know these things. You know.
Okello was very stupid.
What was stupid? We know this. Hey, bro. It was not easy. And you know, our parents would always tell us, you know, you need to study, work hard, so that, you know, you are the future leaders of tomorrow. Education is the key to success. That key has not worked ever since.
They changed the padlock.
They changed the padlock. They put Solex. When we were in school, the padlock was tricycle. Now, they've changed the password.
It's different. It's something
very,
different.
Very different. This success that they told us, they now use fingerprint.
Apart from Okello, the comedian, who is Okello? Because we know Okello, you know, is a comedian.
Yes.
But we want to know other side of you too. It's important.
I'm a family man, so I'm always home with family. But one thing I really love, I love sports a lot. I'm a big fan of Manchester United. I don't know which team you support.
I'm a big fan of Arsenal.
Of Arsenal, eh? No wonder you're struggling. So I'm a big fan of football, basketball as well. Yeah. By the way, the South Sudanese basketball team, congratulations, man. I can't wait to watch. You guys are doing great.
Are you guys, you know, taking it serious in Uganda, like trying to support them?
Yeah, man. Like for us, that is something. By the way, for me, I'm even surprised it took that long. Because the team, you're already tall. In basketball, the aim is to throw the ball inside the basket.
Not to jump anymore.
Not to jump. You're already tall. Just throw it inside. So for me, it wasn't even surprising when I heard that the South Sudan team was going for Olympics. So I cannot wait for the games to start. But yeah, I like sports. I also like being home with friends, playing PS, you know, just chilling.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, being with friends is, by the way, like you should be with friends so that you know what you're going to say on the stage. Because if you isolate yourself, you're not going to have anything to say.
You're not going to have anything to say, yes. And also, you will not bury yourself. It is your friends who will bury you. You people who don't have friends, you're always alone. When you die, at your funeral, how many people will come? You said, at least for me, I know you will come. These guys will come. There will be very many people at my funeral. Why? Because they are all your friends. You know, but have you gone to funerals where there are only 4 people?
They're there. And you see, I don't know how people say, why people keep on saying that, you know, I want to keep my circle small. You keep your circle small. What if something happens to you at night? Whom will you call?
You see, you need to have a doctor among your friends, have an engineer, so that if you have issues, if you have a mechanic, you know, have a tailor who is your friend, so that every time you have an issue in the bank, you have somebody who, you know, who works in the bank. But if your circle is very small, all your friends are security guards. How will you open a bank account if you don't have connections?
Okello, you know, I don't know, but I don't know when you came to prominent, like to become the biggest right now. You get, but you just surprise people. People have been seeing you. People have been seeing you, but it's you who knows when you made your breakthrough. So which year was that?
I think my breakthrough that got people to start noticing me, it must have been 2019. 2019, there's a show we did with Salvador in Kampala, and there's a joke I did about Uganda Airlines, and that joke went viral.
The Bombardier.
The Bombardier, yes.
Bombardier.
The Bombardier, the Uganda airline. So that joke went viral. And because of that joke, a lot of people now started calling me for gigs, you know. You start getting shows here and there. Before I knew it, I was doing a TV shows, writing on TV, you know. So it's amazing. But it's amazing how everything can come from just one joke. Yeah. But then now the challenge with that is you have to keep writing. You have to keep creating, you know. Because I can't come and tell you the joke, and then next time I come and tell you the same joke. Then 3 years later, I tell you this, it becomes boring. So you have to be able to be creative, to always have something up your sleeves.
That's great. That's great. So before you did the Bombardier thing as your breakthrough, what was your hustle?
At the time, I was working. Because you know I'm a medic, so I was working in a medical center. I practiced medicine for 4 years after graduation. So I was doing medicine as well as doing comedy.
So you mean Dr. Hilary is the name doctor is not a joke? It's
not a joke.
I thought it's a joke.
No. The problem you people joke a lot. I'm a comedian, but I also don't joke a lot.
But you joke a lot.
So I practiced for 4 years.
Yeah.
And within those 4 years, my career was growing. That's when people start noticing you and start booking you for shows. Then reached a time when I was too busy. I could not have enough time on my schedule to now work.
But even me, I cannot trust you if you are to treat me at the hospital.
You can't trust me.
I can't trust you.
If I'm
I think you're just telling me jokes.
If I'm the only, if you go to Juba, whatever, teaching, it's called teaching hospital.
Teaching hospital, yeah.
And they say, hey, sir, we are very sorry, but we only have one doctor around. Dr. Hilary is coming. And I come and I see you, I'm like, my brother, don't worry, you are in good hands. Will you accept me to give you injections?
I can't, bro. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. This might be your profession, but man, like for real, I'm not in good hands. Maybe you'll just kill me with laughter, trying to treat me, telling me jokes and all that. That's what I know.
But it was a good thing because for me, actually, I found it very easy to handle patients and handle sick people because it was easy to create a rapport. It's easy to become a friend of a patient because you laugh with them, you joke with them. Before you know it, you know their diagnosis and you start treating them. And they are very caring and they respond. People respond easier to a person who is friendly. And what more way to become friendly than make them laugh? Oh. Yeah, you've seen those doctors who are too serious in life.
Yeah, it's some doctors are there.
He's only talking. Now, let you go and do the test. Come back.
Very rude. You
first, open your chest. It becomes stressful.
I remember I was having a doctor. I went to a doctor, and the doctor was asking me things that are not necessary. But me, I got annoyed. But when I realized it was something good, just to keep me talking.
Yes.
Understand? And it's good. It's good. I realized that it was something good.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, to entertain the patient because maybe I came when I was stressed up. I know when I'm going to die.
Yes.
If you come and talk to me in a way that will make me
it eases happy. Your stress. I know sometimes you can be so sick and you just think the worst.
Yeah.
Some of you even make a mistake of Googling. You just have small cough and you're like, what is the cause of cough? Then you see lung cancer. Hey! Then you think it is lung cancer. You just have small cough. People. So it's a good thing. And also sometimes they are uncomfortable topics or uncomfortable situations. If you're going to handle a patient, So it helps to loosen them up before you open up such conversations. Yeah.
Talk about Uganda. The Ugandan entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Like, we are seeing there is the comedians, artists. How do you guys relate?
I think it's fine. There are comedians who are even musicians in Uganda. There are people who cut across. But then also, I see a lot of support in the music industry and the comedy industry. Most times when a musician has a show, you'll find comedians attending the show and vice versa. Also, I think now, like in Uganda, there's this whole arts program that is starting up where they want funding from the government. Okay. So it can only be done when you're all together. You know, so the funding is not just for musicians. It's something that they're trying to do to cater for comedians, musicians, and everyone in the arts industry. So things like that bring people together.
What, as you, Dr. Hilary, which audience do you prefer? Which one do you prefer? The audience.
The audience. I try to cater for everyone, but the truth is you cannot cater for everyone.
Yeah.
So I try to most of my jokes I try to look at the common person, but also somebody who is a bit literate, somebody who has at least gone to school, because even when I'm presenting my comedy on stage, there are some words that you might say that if somebody has not gone to school, they might not understand. You know, so it's, for me, my audience is the common person, but somebody who has at least some literacy. They've gone to school at least.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I try to. Do you know the beauty about it is, even when you're performing, it's good to read the audience. You can tell the kind of audience you have. There are audiences I've been to now, like in Rwanda, Kigali. Some members of the audience may not be very good at English. You know, so you have to find a way of toning it down and using simpler words rather than, you know, words that are really hard for people to understand. So it's good when you know your audience, then
you're good to go.
You alternate accordingly.
That's great. That's great. You have a girlfriend? Like,
yeah, I have a girlfriend.
Who was the first person to make a move between you?
I was the one.
You're the one.
I was the one.
So you're a lover boy. Because me, I'm a lover boy.
Why do you
understand?
Why do you keep fixing words? I'm not a lover boy. I'm a good person.
Okay, me, I'm a lover boy. No, what do you understand, lover boy? A lover boy is
a player. It's
not a player. Lover boy is someone who's loving, you know.
You man, there's this album of Drake. It's called what? Certified Lover Boy. I think it's Certified Lover Boy. Hey, those are players, you man.
No.
You're just here misusing what? Ladies, avoid this guy.
No, you're spoiling.
I'm spoiling your market.
Don't avoid me. No, I'm telling you, I'm trying to explain it.
Ladies, if you see a term coming like this, you go. Never collide. This man will break your heart, break your legs, break your stomach.
And then you go to Dr. Hilary
you
to
come
go and
to
fix
me
it.
now, a good boy.
You see, you know, like for real, man.
Yeah.
You know, people like you are not trusted when
Why?
it comes to relationship, man. Because there are a lot of people running after you.
You're the people who spoil our names.
No, there are a lot of people running after you guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but if you talk about it, you know, like for example, me, I'm a lover boy. I'm this one person. Like, okay, to be honest, I can't date one girl. For a reason, I can't date one girl.
You see, this is what I was meaning by
lover boy. I cannot date one girl, but I will treat them equally.
I'm not understanding. You cannot date one, so you can date like what is your minimum capacity? You know, like in these elevators we saw here, the maximum capacity is 9.
No, you see, I can talk to Nansubuga.
Your heart can occupy how many women can occupy your heart?
Maybe 2, 4.
But at least 2.
At least 2.
At least 2.
What about you, Dr. Hilary?
Yeah.
Man, it's nice to meet you, man.
Thank you so much, man.
I just wanted you to appear, you know, South Sudanese who never knew you that you were here to know you were here.
But it's, for me, one thing I'm so happy about, by the way, is the South Sudanese comedy industry. I've performed with a couple of guys. I've performed with Wakil. I've performed with comedian Fly. I think Fly. In Uganda, by the way, I'm even going to perform with comedian Lawrence. Is it the Chinese ambassador? Yeah. Yes, we have a show with him on, I think, Thursday or Friday, the next week. Okay. So yeah, for me, I find it amazing when we mix up, you know, we change audiences. You go the other side, you come this side. I haven't been with my guy, Akao Jambo. You know, Akao Jambo started comedy in Uganda. Okay. So we started together. Yeah. So it is things like that that make you see the industry of the East African comedy, you know, growing. Yeah. It's a good thing.
That's a very nice thing, man. That's a very nice advice you get. Because, you know, we share everything. Yeah. You know, we are neighbors, we are brothers. You know? And we don't want this industry of comedy to be like music industry. Whereby Ugandan artists come here. Then South Sudanese artists don't go that side. You know? I
was even on. There's a time we performed even with John Frog in Arua. Okay. He had a show in Arua. That's West Nile, northwestern Uganda. So for me, it's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. And I always tell people, But also it comes down to you as an artist also challenging yourself. You say, you know what, I want to go to this place. Now, like, next year, I really want to do South Africa. So you say, you know what, I want to do South Africa next year. So you find the means to go and, you know, and do something for yourself. Because sometimes it's not always people are going to call you. Sometimes you have to take yourself to these opportunities. Yeah. So that's like my message to the South Sudanese stand-up comedians. Put yourself to the challenge. Say, you know what, we have comedians from Kenya who always come to Uganda. Even comedians from Uganda who go a lot to Kenya. He says, you know what, I need to try out the Ugandan audience. So they call you. They're like, Hilary, I'm coming to Uganda. What do I need? And we tell them, you know, just come the way you are. I'll take care of you. I'll feed you everything. How long are you here? So it's that simple, but it's from you being intentional. Yeah.
That's good, man. So what could be your last remark as, you know, we're going to wind up right now?
Yeah. To who?
To the audience, people
the
who
audience.
are watching you now.
First of all, big up, a shout out to all the comedy promoters in the country, but also to the fans. Everyone who comes out to support stand-up comedy in East Africa, that is in, you know, South Sudan, in Uganda, in Rwanda, in Kenya, in Tanzania. Everyone who goes and buys a ticket and says, you know what, there's a comedy industry in East Africa and I want to support it. I just thank you. And to all those who you want to join the industry, it's an open industry. You know, it's an open door. You enter, you leave if you want to leave. If you want to stay, you stay. If you're funny, you stay. If you're not, please, we shall chase you by ourselves. So yeah, thank you to everyone and everyone who follows us and supports us. Much love.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
And also those who are watching Oxygen TV.
Yeah.
Hey,
you can also say, you know, yes.
What do I say?
For Oxygen.
What do I say exactly?
You say anything about Oxygen. You turn it like this. I know it's something not
Yes. So of course, those who always watching the #1 TV in the land, keep yourself locked onto Oxygen TV. I mean, what else? There's no other air that you breathe other than oxygen.
Breathe in.
Breathe in, breathe out. Much love, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for having me.
This is Oxygen.